So, after we found all the rust, we found the body damage, we found the electrical gremlins, and we even found a leaking head gasket after the first start, it's time to make a decision about this Porsche 944.
One day later, I made a decision about my Porsche 944. And it is, I am going to restore this one. Or at least parts of this one. Why? Well, I already worked on it for three weeks. And I did the wiring to start the engine. I've taken out the dashboard. I've seen what the damages are, and yeah, I think this car just deserves some love. So why this decision? Well, last night I was thinking about what an old colleague of mine said when it was his last day at the company we worked on together, and he said, "Well, Joey, you know, I even learned something from you." Yeah, I had also quite some laughter. But he said, "The thing you learned me is that you never give up." And so then for me there's only one thing left to do, and that is never give up. So that's what I'm going to do with this car. Yes, I'm still searching for a different body, and if I can find one that's in good condition without too many rust, and it is a late model or a Type 2 model, then I will buy it for the right price and put the engine and the gearbox and everything in that one. But for now, this is the one I'm going to fix. If I can't find a body, then it looks like I am going to learn how to weld. So there's actually also a second reason why I want to restore this car, and that's because I started this channel to pull myself into, how do you call it? To pull myself out of my comfort zone. Well, talking to you guys in the camera right now is a little bit easier than when I just started, but it still it still doesn't feel very natural. But yeah, we're going to see where that comes. But the second thing is, so I don't know how to weld. I know how the machine works, sort of, and I know how you have to use it, but I just can't do it myself. But hey, I just wanted to pull myself out of my comfort zone, so that's what we are going to do. Now, I have really big plans for this car, and I don't know if you guys saw the renderings online of the modern 944. Well, I have, and I will put it in the screen right now because I made one myself. And this is what I want to be the final product of my Porsche 944. So that means I have to redesign a new front bumper, I have to redesign a new rear bumper, and I have to redesign new tail lights, and also a whole lot of other parts. But when it's finished, I think this is going to be a sick car. So that's our plans. The only thing left to do, let's start with taking apart this car. And we're going to start at the rear, and from the rear we're going to the front. So let's start by spraying some WD-40 on all the bolts that I want to take out. The goal is to take off the gearbox, the axles and the exhaust. For now.
So I started on the flange with the catalytic converter, and that were only 4 bolts that I had to take out.
Don't know if you guys could see it, but the cat just broke off and is hanging down. Well, one more thing, or one thing less to take off. Multispline. So turns out I don't have the right tool because I need a multispline. I think a 6, 7 or an 8. I don't know if there's a 7, but I think a 6 or 8 mil, so that's not going to work right now. And also, when I'm laying underneath the car, I always get a little bit nauseous. So let's go to the front of the car and take off the front bumper and the radiator pack.
So, note to myself, break the wheels loose when the car is on the ground. This lower part of the bumper is only held on with 3 bolts on each side. But as you are going to see,
A third hand right
front
now
one
would be
isn't
really helpful.
easy to take out. So the other side I did off camera, and now it's only on the front, 1 bolt left. Then it's time for the metal part of the bumper. This one is only held on with 2 bolts that you can take out underneath the bumper. So here I am taking off all the coolant lines from the tanks to the radiator, from the radiator to the engine, and from the engine also back to the radiator. So if you didn't see my other video, I think my head gasket is broken. And this is the sludge that came out of the coolant system. Now, because I think they installed an aftermarket radiator and that is a lot thicker than the normal one, I couldn't get the radiator out before taking the fans off. So that's what I'm doing now. One radiator out. Look at all that gunk that's still in the line. Okay, my battery just died, but so yeah, I hope you hear me quite well. Yeah, that's it, you guys. I have to wait for tools for the yeah, axles on the gearbox, and that comes in 2 days from now, I hope. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Doei doei!